In just a few decades, China has transformed from an impoverished nation to a global superpower. At the helm of this ascendant nation stands one man, Xi Jinping, arguably the most powerful Chinese leader since Mao Zedong. But who is Xi Jinping? How did the son of a revolutionary rise to become China's chairman of everything? And what does his unprecedented consolidation of power mean for China and the world? The rise of Xi Jinping, China's paramount leader born in Beijing in 1953, Xi Jinping began life as a princeling, the privileged son of Shi Zhongxun, a revolutionary hero and high-ranking Communist Party official who helped establish the People's Republic of China. But privilege turned to persecution when Xi was just 15. His father fell from grace during Mao's Cultural Revolution. Denounced as a counter-revolutionary, the elder Xi was imprisoned, while young Xi Jinping was sent to work in the countryside. For 7 years, the teenage Xi lived in a cave dwelling in the impoverished village of Liangjiahe in Shanxi province. He carried manure, built dams, and experienced the harsh realities of rural poverty, a stark contrast to his privileged Beijing upbringing. Today, Xi frequently references this period as formative, claiming it toughened him and connected him with ordinary Chinese people. The cave where he once lived is now a pilgrimage site, carefully maintained as part of his official mythology. After the Cultural Revolution ended, Xi studied chemical engineering at the prestigious Tsinghua University. Unlike many Chinese officials who rose through central ministries in Beijing, Xi's path to power ran through the provinces. From 1985 to 2007, Xi methodically climbed the party ladder, governing increasingly important provinces: Hebei, Fujian, Zhejiang, and finally, Shanghai. In these roles, he cultivated a reputation as business-friendly and relatively corruption-free, while maintaining a low profile nationally. In 2007, Xi joined the Politburo Standing Committee, China's highest decision-making body. By 2012, he had outmaneuvered his rivals to become General Secretary of the Communist Party, President of China, and Chairman of the Central Military Commission, a swift consolidation of the country's 3 most powerful positions. Unlike his immediate predecessors, who ruled by consensus within the party elite, Xi quickly established himself as China's paramount leader, centralizing authority and eliminating institutional constraints on his power. Xi's first major initiative was an unprecedented anti-corruption campaign. Since 2012, over 1.5 million officials have been disciplined, including once untouchable tigers, senior party leaders, and military officers. High-profile targets included Bo Xilai, a charismatic rival for leadership, and Zhou Yongkang, formerly one of China's most powerful security chiefs. Both received life sentences. The campaign proved immensely popular with ordinary Chinese citizens tired of official corruption. But critics note it has also served as a powerful tool for Xi to eliminate political rivals and consolidate control over the party apparatus. Xi himself has framed the campaign as existential. The fight against corruption is a matter of life and death for the party. Whether motivated by genuine reform or political calculation, the campaign has fundamentally reshaped China's political landscape, with Xi at its center. In 2018, China's rubber-stamp parliament voted almost unanimously to remove presidential term limits, effectively allowing Xi to rule indefinitely. This dramatic break with the post-Mao system of regular leadership transitions signaled a new era in Chinese politics. Xi's political philosophy, officially known as Xi Jinping Thought on Socialism with Chinese Characteristics for a New Era, has been enshrined in both the party and national constitutions, an honor previously reserved only for Mao Zedong. A sophisticated propaganda apparatus promotes Xi's personality cult. His face dominates billboards across China. His books fill bookstore shelves, and party members are required to study his speeches through a specially designed smartphone app. Xi has also tightened his grip on China's military, restructuring command systems and purging dozens of generals through his anti-corruption campaign. As chairman of the Central Military Commission, he has overseen the most ambitious modernization of China's armed forces in generations. Under Xi's leadership, China has abandoned its long-standing foreign policy of hiding strength and biding time in favor of a more assertive global posture. The centerpiece is the Belt and Road Initiative, a vast infrastructure development program spanning more than 140 countries. Through loans and construction projects worth an estimated $1 trillion, China is building a new network of trade routes and economic partnerships across Asia, Africa, and beyond, extending Beijing's influence to every corner of the globe. Domestically, Xi has taken a hard line on sovereignty issues, building military installations in the disputed South China Sea, imposing strict national security laws in Hong Kong, and establishing mass detention facilities in Xinjiang province. On the world stage, Xi presents China as an alternative model to Western liberal democracy, an authoritarian system that delivers economic growth and stability without political freedom. This China model has found receptive audiences in developing nations and among autocratic leaders worldwide. Despite projecting strength, Xi faces significant challenges. China's economic miracle is slowing, with growth rates falling to their lowest levels in decades. An aging population threatens to make China old before it gets rich. And environmental degradation continues despite ambitious green initiatives. Recent crises, from the COVID-19 pandemic to a property sector meltdown and rising youth unemployment, have tested the resilience of Xi's centralized leadership model. With so much power concentrated in one man, the stakes of policy failures have never been higher. Yet Xi remains firmly in control. In 2022, he secured an unprecedented third term as General Secretary, surrounded himself with loyal allies, and further cemented his status as China's most powerful leader in generations. If Mao Zedong made China stand up and Deng Xiaoping made China rich, Xi Jinping aims to make China strong. His vision of the Chinese dream, national rejuvenation, and return to great power status resonates deeply with a population proud of their country's remarkable rise. Xi Jinping has staked his legacy on transforming China into a global superpower by 2049, the centenary of communist rule. Whether he succeeds will depend not just on his own leadership, but on how China navigates the complex challenges of the 21st century. One thing is certain: understanding China today means understanding Xi Jinping, the man who has placed himself at the center of the world's most populous nation and its increasingly ambitious future.